What's up, y'all? It's your boy Kree. Man, listen, My Hero Academia, bruh. Okay, so I made a video about the last chapter. About like I said, I made a video. Y'all, I'm just so I can't get my words together right now. But I made a video about the last chapter, and I don't. I think I may have forgotten to upload it, but I'll upload it before this one. That way you guys can. I'll upload it with this one. Matter of fact, that way you guys can see. But man, Horikoshi just, bruh, he took what I said and just flipped it around on me, y'all. Bruh, okay. So before I get into this chapter, I was making jokes in the last chapter about when or what would happen when Gigantomachia came through and saw Shigaraki fighting Redestro. And I said, well, he bowed down to him. I said, would Shigaraki destroy his legs and like kind of forcibly force him to bow down to him finally? But the fuck, bruh. So all right, so let's get to the beginning of this chapter. So you got fucking Stain Jr. Excuse my language, y'all. You got fucking Stain Jr. running, like he's been running for 5 fucking chapters now. Just get him out of here. He's got to go. Stain Jr.'s got to go. So basically, he's running and everything, and everybody is getting like the announcements about like, all right, everybody turn back, run away, don't go near the battle site, the battleground. Everybody stay back and everything. So then we get this ill ass screen of Shigaraki, bruh. The art in this chapter, Horikoshi took it to 1,000, y'all. It's this screen of Shigaraki just enjoying himself. He is just enjoying just finally letting loose and being in tune with his quirk. And I asked in the last video, I wondered if his quirk had a range, which was also addressed in this chat. It's like Horikoshi heard everything that I asked, and he addressed it in this chapter. So it was understood that based off of the previous fights that Shigaraki's ability did in fact have a range. But this chapter just threw that out the window. Bruh, if you've seen it, goddamn. But if you haven't seen it, y'all gotta just go read this chapter, man. You got to start from the first chapter of when they did his backstory and work. Matter of fact, you got to start from this whole Liberation Army arc. Like, oh my God. It would, at first everybody was like, oh my, what's happening? What's going on? Where is this going? And the lead up to this, it was worth every chapter except for the Stain Jr. moments. And that Dobby screw over we got when off screen came through and took over the story. But man, so basically, like Shigaraki's just enjoying himself. He's decaying just everything within the rain, the newfound limitless monozone that he's acquired. And you see Redestro just trying his best to dodge and dodge and dodge and dodge and dodge. He's jumping from piece of rubble. I'm sorry, he's jumping from rubble to rubble that's flying through the air. And you get this close up of Gigantomachia just watching everything go down. And when everything finally settles down, you get that moment where Shigaraki he's talking to Redestro, telling him, "Oh, I see you cut off your leg before the decay can reach your body." So it's basically like the ability it does have a range, and once you are touched by, I guess, whatever, it's kind of hard to explain without knowing, like seeing a physical emission of the ability. It's just whatever he touches, and it's like the actual atmosphere around him just fucking decays. There's no actual visualization of the range. It just starts from him as the epicenter and spreads out. So if it reaches you, whatever point it touches, that's emitting from him, whatever it touches, it begins to decay. And I guess you have to cut it off before it actually starts to erode your whole body. But it's like, there are questions to that. Like, say, for example, what is the speed of emission of the quirk? Like, if it starts from him at the center, but how fast does it actually spread? I mean, we won't know until it's animated, you guys. Some of this stuff, we can try to picture it with our imaginations, but unless it's animated with Horikoshi's guidance, we won't know exactly, like, the speed of the decay, how fast it starts from, because that would be that's another aspect that we have to get added on to that. So, but going back, you guys, I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm just excited over this chapter. But so you get Redestro thinking to himself. He's thinking about, you know, the Liberation Army's purpose, what drove them, you know, how everybody within the Liberation Army had dedicated themselves to their cause. Like, they dedicated their lives to the cause. They would die for this cause. So then you have everybody pulling up, and they see Redestro down. And they say, the Grand Leader, he can't be down. You guys, we have to go in. Redestro stops them immediately. It's over. Anything else you guys do will just result in pointless casualties. It's over. Stop right now. And so now we see another side of Redestro where it's not just him figuratively being the leader, you know, this mad, crazy leader. He actually believes in his cause. And he says that if my people are willing to give their lives for this cause, then I myself am also willing to give my life for this cause. So if you're going to kill me, just go ahead and get it over with. No games, don't play. Just get it over with. Just do it. So Shigaraki, he's thinking to himself, you know, about who was it? The magic guy. He said if you know, if we were allied ourselves with the other guy, you know, we would be gorging in sushi right now. So then the light bulb goes off in Shigaraki's head. He was like, oh, so you got Redestro, you've got money, right? So it's like, you know, we got this new empowered OP Shigaraki, but at the same time, it's still our Shigaraki. He hasn't changed a bit, bruh. He's just more OP than he was before. The madness is a whole new level. So now Giganto Makia, he's over there. He's seeing all of this. And he was like, you know, now that I've actually seen this young man, him shine the way he does now, he is the successor. He is All For One's successor. He is the successor. He is the true villain. And he actually begins to fucking tear up. He starts crying at Shigaraki's sheer awesomeness. Now, going back, I did this, like I said, I'm excited about the chapter, so I'm sorry if I'm all over the place. But we did get this one moment where your girl who can actually entice the army, you know, give them power-ups by just, you know, chanting and telling them to go. That person, when he tried to empower the crowd, the Liberation Army, and they saw Shigaraki's face, the fear that Shigaraki input in those people overpowered that guy's quirk to hype them up. That's the only way I can put it. Let me say that again for you guys. The fear that Shigaraki instilled in the Liberation Army, it overwhelmed the quirk that was in place to hype them up. Their fear overwhelmed their hype, bruh. He did it with a glance. It wasn't even his power. He did this with a glance, guys. So now, all right, seeing all of this, now we're seeing that, you know, this is the end of the Liberation Army arc, apparently. This is the end of their arc, but as we saw, this is not the end of their part in this story, you guys. So it's like, all right, now where are we going to go from here? As they said, now this is the point where the villain story began to speed up. And you can see it in the background. Now, like I said, I like this screenshot because it's like you see Redestro submitting to Shigaraki, who is now standing strong. He no longer has those hands, the burden of those hands holding him down. It was like the hands were weighing him down. If you now go back and look at the chapters, you have the hands on his shoulders. They're like pushing down. It's like they're not doing it, but they're in a position now that if you think about it, they're like pushing him down. The hands that were on his arms, they were grabbing hold of him like they were holding him back. The hand on his face was pushing him back. The hand on his head was pushing him down. These hands were in positions to hold him down, and the hands are no longer there. The hands aren't there to hold him back anymore, you guys. So like I said, Horikoshi, he's poetic with his art now. It's just, it is crazy. And if you look at this, like I said, this picture here is worth 1,000 damn words. One, it displays the power. Now, Shigaraki's power now, the range of it. It shows that there's a leader who is bowing down to him with his army behind him. So they're going towards him and following him in what he's doing now. So since they're following him and he's submitting to Shigaraki, who is now standing before him, they are now under Shigaraki. They are beneath him. They are under him now. And you see, he threw his shield to the side, meaning that he's not hiding behind anything. He's bearing his entire self to him. It's amazing. Like I said, this picture's worth 1,000 words, guys. I can go on and on about the art in this picture. It's just amazing. So now, like I said, going forward, we don't know if we're gonna see, like, you know how like they like to do in like chapters following, like big reveals and big events that happen in chapters. They like to the following chapter, they like to start off that chapter with, you know, a little piece of what happened, like a little after show of what happens during that arc, and then they like to transition into, like, I guess the heroes part now, seeing what's going on. I guarantee you guys we're gonna get that panel where Deku's thinking about, okay, so we might actually get some little time going by, a little time skip. It might not be like years or something, might be a couple months into you know, the some other point in their academic career, you know, might be finals, a test or something like that. So we might see that. We are far from graduation, guys, so don't even think it's going to be a graduation. I don't think it's going to be a graduation. We might actually see some of the characters, because, you know, they were, what was it, winter time during the Class A versus Class B arc. So now we might actually transition into, did they have Christmas, you guys? Did they do Christmas? Do they do Christmas on here? A gifting type holiday? You know, it's based off of Japanese culture and everything like that. So I don't think they have Christmas, but they might do some type of gifting ceremony, celebrating the holidays or something like that. Because I know, like, they do Christmas art on, like, the Shonen Jump issues, don't they? Maybe. But I know they do, like, Chinese New Year's and everything like that. So I don't think they might do it. Oh, that's what they might do. They might do New Year's, guys. They might have a New Year arc or something like that. That might be what it is. So we might look forward to that. Like I said, we're gonna see probably something with the characters, development with the characters, how they change. We actually might see Shinzo transition into Class A. We gotta see, you know, he's going into the hero course, guys. So we might see what class he's going into. Might get some Class B's transition into A, or Class A's going to B's. You never know. We might get that twist. So we got a lot to look forward to, y'all. But like I said, y'all, man, like, subscribe, bro, because like I'm covering all this stuff. I'm gonna upload the other video, like I said, so you guys can see both parts of this chapter. I guess part A, when Shigaraki started the mayhem, part B, the aftermath of the mayhem. So you guys, like I said, thank you for giving me your time. Like the video. If not, you know, let me know. Just holler at me. Give me some feedback. You know, appreciate your time. Holla at y'all.